All right, so in this episode, we're going to take a look at 6 major mistakes that a lot of new people make when it comes to building or creating or trying to sell their online course. Stay tuned. All right, so when you're trying to go in and, let's say, sell an online course, there's a lot of things that you need to do. There's a lot of things that have to go right for your course launch to be successful. And I've launched many courses over the years. So if you take a look at just my website here is the Rise to Learn website. This is where I sell a lot of my personal investing, stock trading, really it's option trading courses and classes. So you can see I have a handful of courses here. And really, when you look at the full list and the full library between all the webinars and things we've done, there's a ton of courses there. So some will sell quite well and others don't sell as well. And I can tell you from experience, it's just the nature, depending on your business, the area that you're kind of in, meaning the niche. Some courses are going to sell a lot better than others. So you need to already be prepared that some of them are going to fail. So here's some of the business courses I have. And when you look at it, you got to have a lot of things lined up. So the first thing that many people go wrong is they don't pre-sell their course ahead of time. They kind of want to keep it like a secret. So let's say I'm working on a project or something like this and I want a course. I'm going to keep it a secret. And then boom, surprise. I want to give it this big surprise, right? We were trained in our brain like this birthday thing, like we're going to do this surprise, the movie thing where, hey, I'm going to surprise you by just showing up at your door, flying across the country. And, all of a sudden the love magic is going to happen. So no, that's not the case with online courses because what you're trying to do is prepare people for the sale, right? If you're buying anything, you're trying to research, you're trying to understand what's going on. What am I purchasing? I got to understand the purchase. It's a whole different ball game. I need to understand what is it that I'm buying. So instead of just doing like a big surprise thing, what you need to do is kind of pre-sell things. So it's kind of like, hey, there's something coming soon. Now you can announce this wherever you want. This could be social media. This could be email list. This could be, just picking up the phone, whatever the case is, depending on your clientele. But you've got to have something coming soon. And within that coming soon, there's going to be multiple methods of communication or multiple streams of communication. It's not just like, hey, one message coming soon. Because if you're doing an email marketing campaign, it may take, let's say, 4 coming soon emails. So here I've got my coming soon messages. It may take 4 of those just for somebody to open one, right? Not everybody's going to open up all of your messages. So, hey, maybe they open up that second one and yeah, now they know it's coming soon. Then what you're doing is, okay, would you like to buy? Right? So if would they like to buy? Because even though it's coming soon now, opening up their wallet is a whole different ball game. So that's kind of pre-selling the course. And you could also pre-sell on things like if you look at it like Kickstarter here, but this type of concept, not saying you have to use Kickstarter, I'm just saying that in this kind of concept where, hey, people are trying to pre-sell an online course in artificial intelligence or coding or, let's just say JavaScript. So there's a lot of things that's going on. You're pre-selling these things. And if you can get people to open up their wallet, all of a sudden, hey, that's just a lot better. Because if you now know you're going to get, let's just say, I know I'm going to get 100 sales, I know there's already interest, and especially if I can sell it for, let's say, $59, and then later on I'll sell this course maybe for $97, okay? I know there's some form of interest there, and that's kind of what you're aiming to do when you're going in and pre-selling a course. Okay, let's look at number 2, and that is the wrong sales page for your audience. There's going to be a lot of different types of sales pages you could do, and you need to understand your audience a little bit better. So for example, if you have a sales page where it's kind of really simple, like you have video, then you have kind of text, you have kind of like a 30-day guarantee, and then you have kind of your button to buy, it's very simple. Or you could have like a super long form sales page where you've got like testimonials, you've got, the buy, you've got the why, you've got the how does it work, you've got, more testimonials, you've got another buy opportunity here, then like what you will get. So you've got like a super long form. So there's completely different. So is your audience kind of like simple? Is it a simple product? Is it kind of like a quick, $9 purchase, or is it maybe more like a $197 purchase? So if the purchase price is a little bigger, you might need to spend more time. It might need to be a little longer because people are trying to really understand their purchase. But if your purchase is very simple, like let's say it's a $19 simple course, you know, it could be just like $19. It's like a 3-hour course, very simple for you to make, very simple and cheap for them to buy. You might not need a long form sales page and sales letter. So it's all just dependent on what you're trying to sell. So here, for example, if you look at my sales page here, I have 2 different sites, right? And this sales page is going to be slightly different. Like you could see, like, hey, we're kind of in depth, but we're doing a breakdown of the modules and what's in them. And then, okay, buy it, and then some testimonials, and we're good to go. Whereas if I go in with, like, let's say this pin designer course, or actually let's do this planning a blog business course, what you'll see, it's a bit different. You know, the feel of it is different. I've got the video here. I've got kind of like bullet points. I've got like what's inside, like more of a 3D version, or like a kind of a, shall we say, a graphical representation. And then thinking about starting a business, you know, awesome benefits that the blog business can do for you. And sneak peek inside, I've got like 3 little video clips. So there's just many more things in this. There's like bonuses, bonus 1, bonus 2, bonus 3, and so forth. So you could see this one is a little bit different than the other one. And then again, the colors are different, just the layout and feel is different. So having the right sales page for your audience is fairly important when you're kind of doing this. And you might need to test out like 1 or 2 sales pages to see what your audience likes or which one converts a little better. I know it's difficult to test things out like this with, you know, even if you're just doing any form of testing, it just takes time. But you could play with 1 or 2 and see which one kind of makes sense, and then slowly tweak things a little bit at a time. Okay, let's take a look at number 3, and that is not having an urgent offer. And by urgent offer, especially if you're doing like a launch or pre-sale or that kind of thing, you need to have some sort of urgent offer, meaning like a time-sensitive thing, like, hey, the sale ends on the 25th of November, or the sale ends on the 1st of January. Kind of having like a memorable date, like the first day of January, the sale is over. So once January comes around, boom, it's done. So having that urgent offer, most people, which you'll realize on launch things, they just don't buy till the last day or 2. I've had people reach out like the hour of, they're trying to buy it last minute. It's like, oh man, yeah, that reminder email, or, you know, they're just waiting because they're trying to do their research. They got other things to do. And, you know, they're buying it right there at the last second that they can. So they're going to probably flood your site. That's just the way that it works. And this brings me to my next point, which is number 4, and that is giving your audience a second chance offer. So if you know, think about what's going on here, is that your audience is buying at the last possible moment. And then once you cut them off, well, yeah, now you can't buy it anymore. Well, why don't you give them a second chance offer? Maybe it might not be as good of an offer. So let's say you're selling a product for, it's a $297 product. Right now you can get it for $100. Okay, so the sale now ends. Well, I'm going to give you a second chance offer for $149 or $129 instead of $297. You can still get it. It's just basically not in as good of a deal. So giving them a second chance offer and extending that sales page for another like 2 days or 5 days, you know, something reasonable where they could make a purchase. They might say, oh yeah, I missed that. Let me go ahead and go in and buy it. So that's what you're really looking to do with these second chance offers, is to capture those late bloomers that just didn't take action. So definitely make sure you go in and give them a second chance, even though, you know, that you would have hoped they would have bought it the first time. But hey, there's another second chance opportunity. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, and that is not having any bonuses or extras. And those extras, they should be very good. You know, when you're going in with your extras, they need to be very good, just similar to what you have within your course. So here, if you take a look at this course that I have, it's basically, we've got a bonus here for a list of resources and tools for your blog. We've got planning your 300,000 blog year. We've got job posting scripts and templates. So there's a couple of bonuses that you can get specifically right there for this course. And, you know, you want those bonuses to be kind of just as valuable as kind of the price they're paying. And what's nice about this is if you don't have any bonuses, start with kind of 1, then add another one. Then with time, you might add a 3rd one and a 4th one, and just constantly making things a little bit better of value, because those bonuses continue to stack more and more value. So anyways, I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some insight to kind of some of the big issues and mistakes that a lot of people make when it comes to going in and trying to launch their course or trying to create an online course. There's a lot of issues out there, but these are some very common ones that people don't make, or people make these kinds of mistakes and issues. And one final point I want to make for kind of a tip number 6 is that, remember, you got to ask for the sale. Okay, so ask for that sale and just say, hey, click here to buy it now, or click the button below to buy it now. Some people are hesitant to ask for the sale, and they're just kind of like hoping you understand, hey, I'm going to buy it and this is what's going to happen. So direct them of what you want them to do next. So that would be my final tip for you. And tip number 6 is that some people just kind of, they lay it out there. There's the course, there's the button, but there's no direction of what to do, whether that's in the video, the sales page, and whatnot. So make sure you include a action or a call to action button or statement for what they need to do next. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in one of my next future videos or classes.